Cosmetic surgery has become a defining feature of modern celebrity culture, shaping identities and sparking debate. From self-administered fillers to extreme transformations and public regrets, these stories reveal both the allure and the dangers of altering one's appearance. They highlight the tension between personal desire, societal pressure, and medical risk, showing how the pursuit of beauty can inspire resilience, controversy, and caution all at once. Cardi B, the American rapper whose music resonates with audiences of all ages, is as outspoken about her personal life as she is in her lyrics. What sets her apart is her openness in discussing her plastic surgery experiences, including the mistakes she has made along the way. During an Instagram live session, Cardi B revealed that she had recently undergone surgery to remove her butt implants. She explained that the implants, composed of 95% biopolymer, had caused her significant issues. The procedure was challenging, and she strongly warned her followers never to undergo such treatments under any circumstances. Cardi B shared that she initially felt pressured into getting the implants during her time as a stripper, paying just $800 to have them done by someone in a basement. The procedure was extremely dangerous, as the filler can spread throughout the body. The individual who performed her surgery was reportedly linked to a tragic case in which a woman died from similar injections. Her aversion to biopolymers does not mean she is against plastic surgery altogether. Cardi B has openly admitted to having a nose job, explaining that she disliked her father's nose and chose to change it. She firmly believes that if someone is unhappy with an aspect of themselves, it is acceptable to make alterations, but only if done safely. Jackie Stallone. Jackie Stallone, at 91 years old, openly shared her regrets about cosmetic surgery. She explained that several unsuccessful procedures had left her looking, in her words, like a chipmunk with a mouthful of walnuts. In an intimate interview, she also revealed a recent health scare after suffering a heart attack, and described the difficult year she endured with the tragic deaths of her daughter Toni and her grandson Sage, both occurring in her home. Despite these hardships, Jackie continues to live actively in her luxurious Santa Monica condo near the ocean. She attends tap dance lessons 3 times a week, trains with a personal coach twice weekly, and dedicates 2 hours each day to playing the piano. Unlike many Hollywood figures, she avoids extravagant parties, preferring instead to set an example for the elderly. As she explained, "I became a role model for movie stars once I turned 50, because growing old and thriving is their greatest fear. But as I age, I become more popular." O'Neal Ron Morris. O'Neal Ron Morris is a versatile American personality, recognized for her work in film, writing, singing, reality television, and her advocacy for the LGBT community. Her most significant public exposure came through her appearance on the Entertainment Showbotched Asterisk, where she shared her difficult journey involving the removal of cement-like substances injected into her face, breasts, and hips. These complications stemmed from a regrettable encounter with an unlicensed practitioner who mishandled her filler injections. During her second appearance on the show, a substantial portion of the problematic material was successfully removed. Her heritage is richly diverse. Raji Narain Singh belongs to the Dogla ethnic group. Her father is of Indo-Trinidadian descent, while her mother has French, Afro-Trinidadian, and Polynesian roots. In the late 1990s, she fully embraced her identity as a transgender woman and began her transition, a profound personal revelation that reflects her strength and authenticity. O'Neal Ron Morris, known as the Duchess Asterisk, was a prominent figure in Miami's transgender community, infamous for offering low-cost alternatives to professional cosmetic surgery. In 2005, Raji Narain Singh sought her services for filler injections intended to feminize her facial features, breasts, and hips. Instead of the silicone Narain Singh believed she was receiving, the fillers were a dangerous concoction of concrete, tire sealant, mineral oil, and glue. It took several months for her to realize the true nature of these injections, as her body reacted with swelling and the formation of nodules where the substances had been placed. Over the following years, Narain Singh endured a profound personal struggle. Ashamed of her appearance, she isolated herself, rarely leaving home and avoiding medical treatment for the complications caused by the unregulated injections. Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista, the renowned Canadian fashion model with more than 70 magazine covers to her name, recently faced an unexpected and devastating outcome from a cosmetic procedure. Though she remains beautiful, her appearance changed noticeably after what she described as a brutally disfiguring experience. Enticed by advertisements for cool sculpting, which promised fat reduction without surgery or downtime, Linda decided to try the treatment. In her own words, she admitted to being a little vain. Unfortunately, the FDA-cleared procedure did not deliver the expected results. Between 2015 and 2016, she underwent 7 cool sculpting sessions, and within 3 months began noticing bulges in her bra area, chin, and thighs. Instead of slimming down, these areas grew, hardened, and became numb. Medical evaluation revealed that Linda was suffering from paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, a rare condition affecting less than 1% of cool sculpting patients. This diagnosis meant that diet and exercise could not correct the issue. In response, Linda filed a lawsuit against the parent company, Zeltic Aesthetics Incorporated, seeking $50 million in damages. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke's plastic surgery journey stands apart from that of many celebrities who pursue cosmetic enhancements to combat aging. His decision was not driven by vanity but by necessity, following severe facial injuries sustained during his boxing career in the 1990s. A seasoned actor, Rourke transitioned into professional boxing, a sport he had loved since his preteen years. As an amateur, he achieved an impressive record of 12 consecutive knockouts in the 1960s and 70s. His professional career was also successful. He remained undefeated in 8 fights, securing 6 wins, 4 by knockout, and 2 draws. Yet the toll on his face was immense. He endured 2 broken noses, a split tongue, a compressed cheekbone, and even short-term memory loss. To repair the damage, Rourke underwent multiple reconstructive surgeries. Unfortunately, he was dissatisfied with the results, which led to a series of additional procedures. Over time, his appearance changed so drastically that he became virtually unrecognizable. In total, he underwent 5 nose operations and 1 surgery to repair his cheekbone, most of them aimed at correcting the injuries from boxing. Rourke later admitted that he had chosen the wrong surgeon for his facial reconstruction, a decision that compounded the challenges of restoring his features. His story illustrates the complex intersection of sports, injury, and the risks of surgical intervention. Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell, the beloved English television personality and record executive, is best known for his roles in globally franchised shows such as The X Factor * and Got Talent star. His dramatic transformation in recent years sparked widespread speculation about plastic surgery. In 2023, Cowell openly admitted that he had indeed undergone cosmetic procedures. He confessed to going to extremes in pursuit of a youthful appearance, which ultimately left him looking unrecognizable, at times resembling a character from a horror film. This transformation not only shocked the public but also deeply affected his young son, Eric, who was reportedly distressed by the changes in his father's appearance. In response, Cowell took corrective steps. He had some of the filler removed and shifted toward a subtler approach, focusing on facials rather than drastic alterations. Beyond cosmetic adjustments, Simon Cowell emphasized the importance of a healthier lifestyle. He now follows a balanced diet, prioritizes hydration with ample water intake, and demonstrates a commitment to choices that support both looking good and feeling good. His new approach reflects a more sustainable and holistic view of well-being. Neven Ciganovic. Neven Ciganovic, a 45-year-old Croatian celebrity stylist and reality TV personality, is recognized for his contributions to Croatian television and his extensive history of cosmetic surgeries. In a recent revelation, he disclosed an unusual and serious side effect from his latest procedure, a persistent erection. Neven Ciganovic had chosen to undergo his 3rd nasal operation at a clinic in Iran, largely due to cost considerations. However, he was forced to return abruptly to Belgrade when complications arose. The condition, known as priapism, was triggered by an allergic reaction to the anesthetic. Priapism is rare but requires immediate medical attention, as emphasized by the French Association of Virology, since proper management is crucial to prevent complications and irreversible erectile dysfunction. Despite this unexpected and alarming complication, Neven Siganovic remains committed to his passion for surgical enhancements. He has even expressed his desire to undergo one more procedure to achieve his ideal appearance and gain global recognition. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's dramatic transformation is undeniably linked to plastic surgery. A comparison of photos from his youth to the final images taken before his passing in 2009 reveals a profound alteration in his appearance. Reports from outlets such as the Daily Mail suggest that Jackson underwent a substantial number of procedures, some of which were intended to correct earlier surgeries that had gone awry. His journey began with the aspiration to refine his nose. It is said that he was so apprehensive about his first rhinoplasty that he asked his sister LaToya to undergo the procedure first as a test. Once satisfied with the outcome, he proceeded with his own surgery in 1979, marking the beginning of his transformative path. Dr. E.A. Gorbis, an expert in body dysmorphic disorder, speculated that Jackson may have undergone as many as 100 surgeries. These procedures significantly altered his features to the point that his ethnicity became difficult to discern. Although the precise number and nature of his surgeries remain uncertain, Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked alongside Jackson's surgeons in the 1990s, revealed that they included multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, eyelid surgery, and the insertion of a cleft in his chin. Dr. Goodstein disclosed that Jackson would visit for surgeries every 2 months, sometimes undergoing as many as a dozen procedures during each visit. His relentless pursuit of transformation left a lasting mark on his legacy, both artistically and physically. Katie Price. Katie Price, the English media personality and model, stands out in the celebrity world for her candidness about plastic surgery. Unlike many stars who remain secretive, she openly acknowledges her numerous procedures and speaks freely about her extensive transformations over the years. Throughout her early modeling career, Katie maintained a natural look. It wasn't until she turned 30 that she began making changes. And now, at 45, she unapologetically does whatever she pleases. Her journey began in 1999 when she significantly enhanced her bust, going from a 32B to a 32DD, and refined the shape of her nose. By 26, she was already well on her way to becoming totally plastic, and by 2011 she embraced that identity proudly. Her transformations became increasingly dramatic over time. In 2016, she opted for fuller lips and a smoother, shinier face. Just 2 years later, her appearance at the National Television Awards was so drastically altered that she was nearly unrecognizable. The extent of her surgeries escalated further, with annual breast augmentations beginning in 2019. Each of her implants is estimated to weigh about 4.4 pounds, raising concerns among plastic surgeons about her overall health. Dr. Sco-Felix, for example, expressed worry about the frequency and scale of Katie's procedures, emphasizing that they could pose serious risks. Katie Price remains matter-of-fact about her choices, speaking openly about her surgeries and challenging the notion of what is considered normal in the celebrity world. Donatella Versace. While the full extent of Donatella Versace's cosmetic procedures remains uncertain unless she personally discloses them, it would be inaccurate to claim she has had no work done. The Italian fashion designer and sister of Gianni Versace is known for her remarkably smooth and wrinkle-free face, an uncommon sight for a woman in her late 60s. There are visible indicators suggesting possible enhancements. Her nose appears more slender and pointed, her upper eyelids less droopy, her cheeks fuller, and her lips reshaped, likely the result of cheek implants and lip augmentation. In 2014, Donatella was photographed with an exceptionally shiny look, which cosmetic surgery clinical director Mark Norfolk attributed to extensive Botox use. He explained that Botox can create a stretched, shiny, line-free forehead, consistent with Donatella's appearance. Norfolk also noted that it is unusual for a woman of her age to have no forehead lines or wrinkles, and her half-shut eyes further suggest Botox treatments. Taken together, these observations make it reasonable to assume that Donatella Versace has relied on Botox and other cosmetic procedures to maintain her youthful look. Carrot Top. Carrot Top, born Scott Thompson, is a well-known actor and stand-up comedian celebrated for his energetic personality and distinctive performances. He has made notable appearances on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and served as the announcer for Cartoon Network. Despite his comedic achievements, Carrot Top's changing appearance has sparked speculation about plastic surgery. As he entered his 50s, his look shifted through phases of being slim, muscular, and slim again, leading to questions about whether these changes were due to lifestyle choices or cosmetic procedures. Carrot Top has emphatically denied undergoing any plastic surgery. He attributes his well-toned face and chiseled jawline to lifestyle changes and a dedicated workout regimen. With characteristic humor, he quipped that if he had plastic surgery, he would probably look even better, but insists he has never had any such operations. Anastasia Pokrashuk. Anastasia Pokrashuk, originally from Kiev, Ukraine, embarked on a path marked by multiple cosmetic procedures, including Botox, dental veneers, chin and jaw reshaping, and liposuction. While these operations may seem relatively common in the world of aesthetic surgery, the outcome of her transformations is particularly striking. Her journey began at the age of 26, a decision that set her on an unconventional path. What makes her story unique is that she chose to self-administer filler injections, often relying on online tutorials to guide her. Anastasia claims to follow strict sterilization procedures for her equipment and performs the injections with the precision of a medical professional. Her determination is unwavering. As a result of this obsessive pursuit of perfection, she now displays extremely prominent cheeks, a feature she proudly embraces. She even sought recognition for having the world's largest cheeks. In a 2020 interview, Anastasia reaffirmed her commitment to continue self-injecting fillers, despite repeated warnings from concerned doctors who expressed despair over her choices. Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves, formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, is a Brazilian-British television personality who has undergone numerous cosmetic operations to alter her appearance. She was born in São Paulo, Brazil, on July 30, 1983, to a Brazilian mother and a British father. Her father's family had immigrated to Brazil from Europe in the 1940s, initially working in agriculture before transitioning into supermarkets, shopping malls, and real estate. Jessica fondly recalls her grandfather buying her Barbie dolls during childhood. Despite being born male, she always identified as feminine, expressing her gender identity through dolls and cross-dressing from as early as age 3. She firmly believes that gender should not be used as a rigid means of categorization. During adolescence, Jessica experienced a hormone imbalance with excessive estrogen, which led to the development of breast tissue. She also faced bullying due to her unique characteristics. Over the years, she has undergone a vast number of cosmetic procedures, including multiple nose surgeries that ultimately resulted in the loss of her sense of smell. Her transformation has been extensive, involving over 103 cosmetic operations, with 51 of them classified as plastic surgeries as of 2018. The cumulative weight of implants and modifications is estimated at more than 5,000 pounds. Jessica Alves remains one of the most recognized figures in the world of extreme cosmetic transformation, embodying both the possibilities and the risks of surgical enhancement. Jocelyn Wildenstein, Catwoman. Jocelyn Wildenstein, affectionately nicknamed Catwoman for her striking feline-inspired appearance, remains one of the most unique figures in the world of cosmetic transformations. Now in her 80s, she looks remarkably different from most of her peers. Wildenstein insists that her distinctive look is not the result of countless surgeries, but rather a gift from her Swiss heritage, Swiss beauty secrets alongside Swiss cheese and Swiss watches. However, she has admitted to at least one multi-million-dollar procedure designed to give her eyes their mesmerizing cat-like allure. Her story took another twist when a court ruling prohibited her from spending alimony on further cosmetic procedures, effectively banning her from indulging in more enhancements. Despite her claims that her skin is naturally smooth, many observers remain skeptical, questioning whether her appearance is truly genetic or the product of extensive surgical intervention. Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne, known for her candid discussions about cosmetic procedures, has undergone numerous enhancements over the years, but has now chosen to end her surgical journey. Her decision was influenced by her last experience, a 2021 facelift in her 70s, which she described as leaving her looking like an effing cyclops. The distress from this procedure led her to reconsider further surgeries. Sharon acknowledged that time is not on her side and she cannot risk another operation after her last ordeal, which lasted 5.5 hours and left her feeling dreadful. She even expressed concerns to her surgeon about one eye appearing different from the other. While Sharon seems to be putting a stop to future plastic surgeries, she has already undergone a significant number of procedures. In her 2013 autobiography Unbreakable, she candidly shared that she had pursued adjustments, rejuvenations, peels, laser treatments, veneers, and other enhancements or removals whenever she felt the need. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley, famous for her association with Elvis Presley and her successful business ventures, has long been the subject of speculation regarding plastic surgery. However, she has never confirmed or denied undergoing such procedures. Various doctors who have reviewed her photos but have not treated her have offered insights. Dr. David observed that her face appears overdone due to excessive cheek filler, which has affected her ability to fully open her eyes. Dr. Anthony Yoon pointed out indications of a facelift, while other experts suggest possible skin resurfacing treatments that may have caused irreversible damage. There are also claims that Priscilla may have fallen victim to an unlicensed cosmetic surgeon, Dr. Daniel Serrano. He reportedly conducted procedures at Hollywood cocktail parties, falsely claiming his injections were superior to Botox. In reality, the injections contained industrial-grade silicone, typically used for lubricating car parts, leading to severe health risks. Priscilla's case remains clouded in speculation, but it highlights the dangers of unregulated cosmetic treatments and the lasting impact they can have. Hang Miyu. Hang Miyu's story is a tragic example of how addictive behavior can lead to devastating consequences. Once a successful model and singer, her journey into cosmetic enhancements began at the age of 28. Driven by a desire for flawless skin, she even moved to Japan to undergo multiple procedures, but her relentless pursuit of perfection eventually led medical professionals to refuse further surgeries. Upon returning to Korea, her transformation was so extreme that even her parents could not recognize her. Though she initially sought psychiatric help, she abandoned therapy and instead searched for a surgeon willing to continue her treatments. She eventually found one who provided silicone injections and even supplied her with silicone and syringes for self-administration. When she ran out of supplies, Miyu resorted to injecting cooking oil into her face in desperation. This led to severe swelling, scarring, and permanent disfigurement. Her plight drew public sympathy, and donations were made to help her restore her appearance. Despite undergoing 10 corrective surgeries, only some of the harmful substances were removed, and her facial size was reduced. Now in her 60s, Hang Miyu works in a second-hand clothing store and relies on state assistance. Her deepest hope remains to regain her original face, a poignant reminder of the dangers of plastic surgery addiction and the irreversible impact it can have on a person's life. Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag, best known for her role on Laguna Beach and The Hills, learned the hard way that free doesn't always mean safe. She embarked on an extensive plastic surgery journey that she now deeply regrets. Her transformation began when she accepted an offer for complimentary cosmetic enhancements worth thousands of dollars. The reality, however, was far from glamorous. At just 23 years old, Heidi underwent a grueling 16-hour surgery that included 10 procedures in a single day. Among them were a brow lift, chin reduction, Botox injections, and liposuction. To make matters worse, she was prescribed excessive opioid pain medication, leaving her fragile and frail during a long recovery period. Reflecting on her experience, Heidi admits she never truly needed these surgeries. Today, she advises anyone considering cosmetic procedures due to insecurities to first consult professionals and loved ones to understand the root causes of their feelings. While she does not oppose plastic surgery entirely, she emphasizes the importance of acknowledging the less glamorous side of body alteration. As she explains, people often see only the dramatic before and after photos, without realizing the painful challenges and hardships that occur during recovery. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of extreme surgical transformations. Joan van Ark. Joan van Ark, a celebrated actress, has chosen to keep her plastic surgery experiences private during interviews. Nonetheless, a visual comparison of her earlier photographs with more recent ones strongly suggests she may have undergone multiple cosmetic procedures. In her younger years, Joan displayed a more natural look, while in recent images her skin appears noticeably tighter. Experts speculate that she might have had facelifts, collagen injections, cheek implants, Botox, and possibly a brow lift. An observer who saw her in 2020 noted that her facial appearance seemed unnatural, almost as if it were melting. Plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Yoon suggested that her significant transformation could be the result of extensive surgery, including 1 or 2 facelifts, which may have led to an overly tightened neck and jawline. He also observed her wrinkle-free, smooth forehead, possibly achieved through Botox and a brow lift. While Joan herself has never confirmed any procedures, the substantial speculation surrounding her transformation suggests there may be truth to these claims. Zhou Chuna. Zhou Chuna, a 17-year-old Chinese influencer, rose to fame on the social media platform Weibo by chronicling her extensive plastic surgery journey. In just 3 years, she transformed from an ordinary-looking girl into a doll-like idol, undergoing more than 100 procedures. Her first surgery occurred at the age of 13, when she persuaded her parents to fund a double eyelid operation after enduring ridicule from classmates who mocked her with cruel nicknames and assigned her difficult tasks. Following the noticeable change in how she was treated after her first surgery, Zhou continued to pursue more procedures, including fillers, ear cartilage reshaping, rhinoplasty, Barbie eye surgery, breast implants, and liposuction. Although the COVID-19 pandemic slowed her pace, she still managed to undergo 20 surgeries in a single year. Her relentless pursuit of beauty has come at a cost. Zhou has experienced severe side effects, including memory loss and permanent scarring. Nevertheless, she insists that it is all worth it. Her parents have reportedly spent over $620,000 on her surgeries, with Zhou even threatening to quit school if they refused to finance her procedures. Her story stands as a vivid example of the complex interplay between self-image, societal pressures, and the extremes of cosmetic transformation. Pixie Fox. Pixie Fox, a 33-year-old woman from North Carolina, has become a prominent figure in the world of extreme cosmetic surgery due to her unwavering quest to transform herself into a living cartoon character. Her journey has taken her to extraordinary lengths, and physicians who once played a role in her metamorphosis have now refused to perform further procedures. Her story gained wider attention when she appeared on the television program Botched, where surgeons Terry Dubrow and Paul Nassif decided that enough was enough. Pixie's extensive list of surgeries includes intentionally shattering her jaw to create a smaller facial profile, ear surgery to achieve an elf-like appearance, the removal of 6 ribs for breast augmentations, numerous lip and fat injections beneath her eyes, 2 liposuction operations, brow and buttock lifts, and even eye surgery to change her eye color. In total, she has undergone more than 20 cosmetic procedures. Despite being denied further surgeries by Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow, Pixie remains determined to pursue her vision. She has even expressed interest in undergoing a public eyelash transplant and a controversial treatment aimed at transforming her genital area into what she calls a baby flower. Her journey is extraordinary and highlights the extreme lengths some individuals are willing to go in pursuit of their desired appearance. Before you go, don't forget to like this video if it surprised you, share it with someone who needs to see the reality behind fame, and subscribe for more untold celebrity stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss what's next, because behind every famous face, there's a story you haven't heard yet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment.